Hello, fellow parents and gamers. Are your kids draining your wallet with those AAA titles and your free time's rarer than a legendary drop? Then you're in the right place. Two elder millennial moms who remember dial-up internet and still use cheat codes are here to help you navigate the wild world of fun, budget-friendly finds for the casual gamer. My name's Michelle, and I'm here with my friend Dawn. This is We Have Video Games at Home. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. It's okay.
Yep.
It's been a lot, but actually it's fantastic. It's great.
It's wonderful. I feel good today. It's a good day.
Nice. Could use one of those.
Okay, so something quick and hilarious before we start. Remember the last time we were talking about typing games?
Yes.
And then the free game of the week on Epic was a frickin' typing game.
And it was exactly what we were talking about too, because it was like really cool because the game mechanics of the whole thing is just typing.
Yeah.
But it's like a strategy game. Oh my gosh. Amazing.
It was fun. I'm going to keep it because I like typing. We're nerds.
I didn't realize how rusty I was though, because I was like, yeah, I'll put it on normal. And then I was like, I'll put it on easy. And then I was like, is there an easy?
I tried hard for a little bit and then I was like, nope, back to normal.
I was like, it'd be great if I didn't have to capitalize things.
Right?
I didn't realize
Some of them you did and some of them you didn't.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think it was called, what was it called? Touch Type Tail.
Touch Type Tail. Yes.
On Epic Games. I think it's like $25 regularly, but it was the free game of the week.
Amazing. I love it.
Anyway, what did you got this week?
Actually, before I was also going to ask you,
okay,
because you were watching a bunch of ghost hunting shows.
Yes, I was.
I had a question for you.
Okay.
So now that you're watching like all these ghost hunting shows, because I've seen so many, there are other tools that ghost hunters use that are not featured in Phasmophobia. Is there a specific tool that you look at and be like, how come that's not in there?
There was the REM pod thing in the like ghost shows. It's not in Phasmo, but I don't really no. I have to think about it because they used the dots. I was watching Ghost Brothers. They're my favorite, by the way.
Nice.
And they were using a spirit box and the dots. What am I missing?
Have you seen them use like what is it called? Oh my gosh, it's like an SLS device. So basically, have you ever played like the old Kinetics with the Stickman?
The Stickman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, they could totally put that in Phasmo, where it's a device where you walk around and be like, and see where the ghost is. Or they could make it where you get like a tier 4 parabolic microphone, and on the microphone you can see the Stickman.
Oh, that would be
I think
sweet.
It would work.
Write to them. Listen to us
like,
here.
There he is. Yeah, there it is.
We'll tag them.
Love it.
That is a good idea. I forgot all about that.
I was looking at like the tools that were in that thing, because when we did a real ghost hunt at
which
the
I'm going to join
park,
you.
Yes, you are 100%. They did the oh my gosh, what is it? It's like where they put I think it's called like remote. It's like a remote spirit box thing.
Uh-huh.
And the tool that they used was not a spirit box. It was an app where they basically had a man read a book into the app, and then they had a woman read a book into the app. And then this thing kind of jumbles up and randomizes all the phonetic responses.
Oh, okay.
So when you're listening to it, it sounds like
yeah.
In like some of them are men and some of them are women. And when you ask questions and you're listening, like sometimes you'll hear it say like 3 or you can ask it questions and stuff. So they did this where you'd put headphones on and listen to this, like I think it's called like a Vox box or something.
Okay.
And they also make you go to a different room. So they're like, who wants to go in the closet over here while the rest of the people are over in the living room? And you have to sit there and say what words you're hearing, and then somebody else tells the people who are not even in the same room as you what words you're saying.
Okay.
It was very cool. And I was like, I wish there was some way we could put that in Phasmo, but it wouldn't work anywhere else.
I like the Stickman thing idea. The SLS.
That would work. That would totally work.
I love it.
I also was trying to think of like different cursed objects they could use, and I couldn't think. Maybe dowsing rods.
Oh yeah, they were using those in the ghost shows too. I forgot.
They should have an item that specifically just helps you find the bone.
Please. Oh my god. Also, the ghost shows was my like hyper fixation like 2 weeks ago, so I kind of forgot kind of forgot everything about it until you brought it up.
Well, come fall, we'll still do the real life ghost hunt because it's super fun.
Absolutely, I'm totally in.
Super fun and weird. Yeah, we're all doing it. Okay, back to games.
Yep.
So I've been doing a lot of deck builder games, and so I thought I'm gonna try to do something different, and that didn't work at all. So here's another deck builder game. Super fun. This one's called Knights in Tight Spaces. It's developed by Ground Shatter. So it's a turn-based tactical strategy deck builder game. So as the name suggests, you get to play as knights and you're combating outlaws and supernatural foes in a fantasy realm, but you're on a very small scale contained grid.
Okay.
So you have to think like a small fight in a tavern or like a Ye Olde Latrine.
Okay.
And so your actions are based on your deck, so all your combat and everything is there, and as you progress through the battles you get to select new abilities, you get to earn gold, and with the gold you get to recruit more knights with different abilities, and you try to select cards that are best use of your team's fighting style and abilities, or you're going to end up not getting the best play out of your turns. There's loads of strategy in this game, and it's super clever that it's kind of on that small space. It makes the movement-based turns very much all about characters' position strategy. And if your foe gets kicked or knocked out of the grid, you die immediately.
Okay.
So,
fun.
Yeah, it was amazing. That one was on Steam, and this one is a demo, and it's a very, very lengthy playable demo to really get the feel of the game. Yeah, check it out.
Okay, I had also it's an early access on Steam, which was very lengthy, called Night is Coming, Wrath of the Wood. Developed by Wild Forest Studio and published by 101XP. It's like a colony sim survival strategy, but it's inspired by Slavic mythology. So you build your settlement and protect the settlers and prepare for the blood moons and all the things that are, they're coming in the darkness. So basically, it's like Slavic folklore and the monsters there, but you're banished from your city and you're starting over. It's pretty straightforward as far as like a sim colony kind of builder, but the added element of like what lies in the darkness sets this one apart for sure.
Oh my god, I love it. It's
Yes.
like M. Night Shyamalan's The Village.
Absolutely, that's totally what it reminds me of. I barely scratched the surface, so prepare to spend a lot of time on this. It's something you could really dive into for sure, because you're gathering resources, you're building, you're managing and training the settlers, and running a protection strategy all at the same time. Like, I just barely got past the tutorial.
Oh.
It's super cute and super fun. It's early release, so the developers are looking for people to like try it out and give them their feedback. They want help.
Nice.
So there's no word on a full release or anything yet, but if you like city builders and, lore and monsters and stuff, you'll totally love this. It's super fun. It was Night is Coming, Wrath of the Woods, and I found it on Steam. I'm sure it's other places as well.
Oh my god, so into it. Anything with, I don't know, anything that's cute, monstery, but also has that added, like, horror suspense, I think is just so much more fun to add that to a game.
Yeah. Like, you have to build your little tents and your campfires and your workshop and all that stuff, and I just love that. And then, but you gotta do it quickly before the monsters come at night, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So fun.
Oh my gosh, love it. This is an oldie but a goodie. I still run into people who have never heard of this game, and it's been so long since I played it that it's now new again for me.
Okay.
But I went back to play King's Quest.
Oh.
So back in, I think like the first like King's Quest game probably came out in like 1985 or something. So anyways, it's by the publisher Sierra Games and developed by The Odd Gentleman. Any 80s baby knows Sierra Games with their PC 2D adventures. Like, it had King's Quest, Galaxy Quest, Police Quest, and they also did Leisure Suit Larry, which we were never allowed to play. But this King's Quest was released in just 2015, and unlike the original style of gameplay, it's a third-person 3D game with a very comic-y art style. It is what I would say is like a point-and-click adventure, but you can also get this game on console, and you can play with your Xbox controller. I recommend playing with the Xbox controller on the computer as well. It's just feels so much more like a game and takes it out of that point-and-click sort of story. You play as King Graham, an old king who is bedridden and retelling his fantastic tales to his granddaughter Gwendolyn. And you play out the tales that he's telling as young Graham. The story and characters are extremely lovable and funny, and as you move through the story, you have to make quick-witted decisions that become canonical throughout the rest of the stories in the game. So any decision that you make, it will come back up later that, you know, this happened because you made this decision. Even better is the voices. So old King Graham is voiced by Christopher Lloyd.
Yes.
There's also voice actors such as Tom Kenny and Zelda Williams, daughter of late great Robin Williams, also voices a character in the game. It is a favorite that we have shamelessly played many, many times. Long live Mr. Fancy Cakes. He is a amazing character in this game, and the kids and I still talk about it. And if you want to check it out, the game is released by story chapter. So you either buy the whole game or you can buy each chapter individually. Chapter 1 is completely free. It's always been free. It's very fun and it's very lengthy. And as soon as you play it, I guarantee you will become committed to playing the rest.
Okay.
I think Chapter 1 is free on Steam, and I also think it might be free on console.
Okay.
Maybe double check, but Chapter 1 was always free. And the rest of them, you're going to want anyways, so...
Oh, I love that. My kids will love that.
Super, super fun and funny.
Yeah, it's funny that you picked a thing with chapters, because my next game also is, like, episode-based. And, like, we do not plan these. It just happened. It's a little bit older, too, so, like, the kids will know. My kids told me about it. It's Fears to Fathom. This episode was Home Alone. This episode was free on Steam, but just like your chapters, there are other episodes in different locations, but they range from like $6 to $13 each. Some of them pop up as free every now and then, but my 9-year-old son was like, saw this as I was scrolling Steam, was like, Mom, you gotta get this, just trust me. He's like, trust me, bro, get this game. So it's like a psychological horror, and each episode is different. It reveals a story narrated by the survivor. So this one, you're Miles, you're a 14-year-old boy, home alone for the weekend. And so you wake up and you got stuff to do, and people text you. So you get text messages, and then they either like help you or not. And then you decide what you do as the events unfold. So you have to kind of follow the prompts, do the things in order, and it gets creepier as you go on. So the first time I did it, I did not survive. And then my son comes along and he's like, oh, this is easy. And he's the one that survived. And I was like, what the hell? Give me that. And I had to do it again. But it was fun and spooky. It just is first person. So you just walk around the house and move things and interact with the environment and, you know, kind of see what happens throughout the night. So nice. I didn't check out any of the other episodes, but I might actually, because it's fun. It's 20 minutes. It's just an easy thing to do, but I actually got jump scared so bad I had to take a break.
Oh, that was the one.
Yeah, that was the one.
So, and I messaged you, it's like, hey, you want to jump on Phasmo? You're like, I just got jump scared. I'm taking a break.
Yeah, yeah. I had like through my headphones, like, Jesus. My daughter heard me scream from downstairs, and she knew what was happening. She knew what I was doing, and she knew the jump scare was coming. These brats totally set me up. But it was fun. Oh, Fears to Fathom. This episode was Home Alone. This one was free on Steam by Rail Game.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I want to check out some of the other locations.
I love it when they give you like an episode 1 or chapter 1, because you're kind of like, I see what you're doing there. So you know that I'll be back.
Yes, and it was like 20 minutes to go through the whole thing, and it was just a quick, fun, spooky thing. And that was my week for games.
Not to go back to Phasmo, but that always happens.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to make a list. I wanted to make a list of all the different ghost characteristics in the game to help me do like 0 evidence runs or 1 evidence runs. And so this morning I was like, you know what? I bet you I can just get ChatGPT.
Oh my
to do
God.
it.
And?
So, I mean, not really. I went on and I was like, okay, I told it what I wanted, and was like, make me a list of all the ghosts in Phasmophobia with all of their different, ghost characteristics. So it did it, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. And then as I was going through it, it was like fact checking, kind of, and I got to Wraith, and it said that Wraith will not leave UV footprints when it walks through salt, and I was like, okay, half points. So then I was like, okay, so I would like you to change the list, and also could you make this correction? Wraiths cannot step through salt. And it was, I don't know if it was like analyzing for a long time, and I don't know if it's like my own personal like personification of AI where I think objects are like people, or my own anxiety where if something's thinking for a long time, it doesn't write back that it's mad at me. I was like, I don't think it liked that.
How dare you correct ChatGPT, Dawn?
Do you know who I am? I know all. And I was like, fine, okay. So it made me a new list, and I went through it, and then I was like, this looks great. I think I might print it out. And then I realized there wasn't like, I was missing Raju or Reju, whatever. And so I went, can you also add? I think we're missing some ghosts here. Could you add a Raju? And so it went analyzing, and it was sometimes it's like, yeah, sure, let me get on, and it's like super like courteous, but when you point out little things, I feel like it doesn't like
you've angered it.
Well, then it goes, fine, okay, so we made a list, and we put Raju, and then we also had a Deogen and a Mimic, and I was like, those ones weren't on there either. And then after that, it just did the whole like, here's your list. It was not readable. It was not printable, and it was like, are you going to upgrade or what?
Oh, yeah.
It was like, okay, we're
get
done
this
now.
bitch out of here, or let her pay me.
Fair enough.
There's a cheat sheet website, and I've had it in my phone browser, and I keep forgetting to look at it. The website, I'll send it to you when we're done here, but the website is, I don't even know if it's tybanegithub.io, so tybayn.github.io, and whoever did this is a frickin' saint, because they have it easy to filter through and like quick.
Oh, awesome.
That's quick guide. Yeah, and I'm like, can I print this? There's probably a way to print it. Anyway, I'll send this website to you.
Thank you. AI doesn't know how to hunt ghosts. It was quite a morning.
Stephen doesn't make UV footprints in salt. Like, no shit.
Half points.
But yeah, I'll send this to you, and I keep forgetting I have it.
Yeah, I need it because I constantly am watching TikToks, and I absolutely love people on TikTok who are like, they do Phasmophobia flashcards.
Oh yeah,
I've seen one in particular, and I would love to credit him right now, but I do not remember. But amazing, so helpful. And then I sit down to play the game, and I was like, my brain's empty. I don't remember a thing.
I have a sticky note where on the wall where I play, and it's like, you need the breaker on to catch the thermometer or what temperature, and like just a couple notes, and I have to keep looking at that. There's like 4 tips on there, and I have to keep looking at it.
When using the Ouija board, don't forget to say goodbye.
Yeah. One of them can the mayor likes to turn the light on, but I won't turn it off, or something like that. I can't remember it all.
I think it's off but not on. See, I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they're all so incredibly particular. It's probably also a very good like mental like challenge just to try to remember things because it's hard.
I follow this Australian dude, Jamie in Motion, and he streams. It's nighttime for him, but it's like 8 a.m. for me. So I have like my morning coffee while he's playing Phasmo, and I'm like trying to learn the things as he'll tell you. And people are just fun in the comments and stuff, and he's a fun guy, so I've learned a lot just by watching his stream while I'm having coffee in the morning, and I think that's helpful too, just watching someone else play for a while, and you just pick up on stuff.
Yeah. Last thing was we went on to itch.io, and there was a bundle this week. So this bundle is Crips for eSims for Gaza. This is a $16 US bundle with over 170 creators contributing. I had to fall down a rabbit hole because I knew nothing about this. So why eSims, and what exactly do they provide? Gaza is completely shut off with no communication or internet abilities as of, I believe, 2023. It's been a while. Without eSims, hospitals have no internet. They have no effective means of communication. Journalists have no way of getting stories out to the rest of the world. People have no way of communicating with their loved ones and getting stories out into the world. So eSims are electronic SIM cards that are found in newer phones. They can be activated to provide data using the nearest tower, regardless of the provider. So basically, like if you were traveling, you would turn off your provider's SIM card and turn to an eSIM card to use whatever tower was nearest you, and kind of like skirt whatever providers have provided you on your SIM card. So activated SIM cards, phones are even hoisted up to create hotspot areas for civilians and journalists. This $16 purchase provides 3 gigabytes of data to the people of Gaza.
Cool.
There are some things in this bundle that I'd be interested in picking up right off the bat. Baba Is You.
I saw that.
Is such a good game. It has turned into one of our go-to casual faves. If you, like, whenever anybody is just like, what am I supposed to do? There's no internet. And they just like pop open laptop and they're like, Baba Is You. And they're just into it. It's so, so good. It's a very out-of-the-box puzzle game. And it's an Indie Games Festival Award winner.
Ooh.
There's also some other ones in here. Taco, a very like OG Game Boy-esque that looks pretty amazing. I'm actually curious if this would work on a Game Boy emulator, and I think I'll check that out later.
That's fun.
Yes. And there's also some really great solo journaling tabletop RPGs. And there's another one there that's called The Case of a Serialized Killer.
Okay.
And it's a visual novel game with some really fantastic looking watercolor artwork.
Ooh.
That one I'm definitely going to check out. So yeah, maybe you want to take a peek and see if there's anything there that piques your interest. Or if not, I 100% think Baba Is You is a must-have. Or maybe you just want to donate because you care about humans.
I love the things that go for a cause. And the eSims is actually what, when my daughter took that trip to California through the school and the travel agency, that's what they recommended the kids get too for traveling down there in the U.S. So it's a real thing. Mm-hmm. It's not.
Yeah.
And I love that it's going to a good cause. I haven't played Baba Is You yet, but I'll check it out.
It's a super fun puzzle game. It took me forever to find out to realize that Baba was a sheep. It's like, okay, yeah, I get it now.
I love it.
Yeah. No, I like it when gaming communities get together and they do these bundles, and they seem to pop up quite a bit on itch.
Yeah.
And I think it's like a really good opportunity for people who are already hobby gamers to get what you're going to be getting anyways, but also do it with, the ability to help others.
Yeah, for sure. What do you want to do next time? Have any ideas?
I have no idea. I've been thinking about it, and I'm not entirely sure. I think it would be great to go back to maybe checking out some games that are being released soon.
Yeah, I noticed that the one game I reviewed a couple of weeks ago, The Precinct, is out now on full release.
I did see that, yes.
Yeah. That's the one where I couldn't drive. I was very bad at the driving, but that one looks good. Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have any ideas?
No, I didn't have any ideas. I want to check out more on itch, and I'm waiting to see what the free game on Epic is. I think tomorrow.
Lovely. Yeah, that would be good.
But
too.
yeah, I like the idea of demos or early access.
There's actually a Steam sale on right now, and I think it's I don't remember the name of it.
I saw that too.
Something about creatures, tiny creatures. So there's a bunch. So yeah, if you like cozy, really cutesy things, there's like so much there, and which I am. So I'm definitely checking it out. There's one there I was thinking of getting, and I think it's called Penko Park. And I don't know if you remember playing like Pokemon Snap back in the day.
No, I just missed Pokemon.
So it was like, it was not. I also was too old for this, but the game was, you go around on a roller coaster and you try to take pictures of Pokemon, and the best pictures would get you whatever points. Right. And that was the game. And so there's one there called Penko Park that is kind of the same concept, but like cute monster, the ghosts. Maybe it's ghosts, but it's on sale. It's a bunch of cool stuff on sale.
Creature Collector Fest. I found it.
There it is.
Yeah. And it's like got hand-drawn characters in their background, so it looks fun.
Yeah.
Collect fantastical creatures, tame monsters, and score discounts while doing it in this fest that reminds you some monsters can be tamed. Yeah, it's
See, that just
cute.
To me is like Pokemon. It's Pokemon Day.
Yeah.
Another thing was, I think it was an episode ago, or maybe even 2 episodes ago, where I said I wasn't going to play Stardew Valley anymore,
Yeah.
and I was going to look for a new game. Well,
Yeah.
that was a lie. I've been playing Stardew Valley quite a bit, and I'm determined to get a couple things accomplished in the game so I can restart it, but with some mods I'm very excited about.
Okay, I never got into it. I should try it again.
It's a cozy thing. Building your farm, farming, like, I mean, maybe my mind is, conditioned for like factory type work. It's like water the plant, pick the plant.
Okay.
This is great.
This is great. I was big into Heyday for a while, so it should be fun. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't in the right mind frame when I was checking it out the first time. I'll give it another try.
Meh. There's some good mods to change the aesthetic, and I think there's one that kind of gives you like a more like witchy swamp aesthetic and everything, and it would be nice to find a mod where I can marry the wizard, the horrible wizard that's...
I was just gonna say
he lives in the woods.
Can you riz up the wizard?
And he's kind of a jerk, and I'm just like, that's the one for me.
Okay, let me know how it goes. I'm interested.
I will. I'll make some clips and stuff.
That's all I got.
Me too. Okay, thanks for listening, and we'll get some stuff up and check out that itch bundle.
And the creatures, and we'll talk at you next time.
Lovely. Bye.
Thanks, bye.